Today I'm just going to keep it mellow and walk you guys through some of the decor that I implemented this year for Christmas. Starting with our wreath for the front door, I just picked up this base at Michael's. It's a vine wreath and then some floral wire and snips. I am going to go with some mini gold ornaments, faux eucalyptus and pine, which I picked up from Michael's. And that back leafy thing that you see, that's actually from the dollar store. So be sure to check out those stores as well if you're on a budget.
2 tips if you are into hot glue type of crafts. This is a battery operated hot glue gun. It is by far my favorite power tool that I have. I say power tool because it has to have some power, and it is, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, second tip I have for you, invest in extra long and extra strong hot glue sticks. You literally charge this guy like a power tool. So you would just take this out, you want them to charge, okay, you run over to wherever else you charge your batteries. This is a big mega one that I love, but you can get the single dudes and charge just one. Like, you don't have to be super aggressive if that's the only power tool you want.
Anytime that I make a wreath, it always varies. You can cover this whole thing in greens, you can literally fill it up with ornaments to the brim, but I really just wanted to keep it simple, so I just placed piece by piece and reassessed and stepped back, and that's really the name of the game. I like to put a little bit more of a bundle like across from each other on opposite sides because I just like that look, but again, that's all up to you and your aesthetic. This is mine. For the ornaments, I actually just secured those with some hot glue. I didn't bother trying to like tie it with floral wire to the actual wreath base because honestly, I can just rip them off and rip the hot glue off. It's not a big deal to me. But if you want to, you can use floral wire for the whole thing. I just find this to be a lot easier when you're popping those little accents in. If you saw my Halloween front door decor, you know that I like using lanterns as a decorating moment, actually my fall one too. So I filled these guys up with dollar store ornaments and kind of just pushed some fairy lights in there to give it a little bit of a twinkle. Working our way to outside, I ended up hanging up the wreath and it looks gorgeous with that pop of green on our door. And then actually, I used fairy lights basically for everything. I bought some trees from Home Depot and just wrapped these babies up with battery-packed fairy lights. That way I can just turn them on and off very easy. And there's also a timer on them. And then your neighbors look at you like you're crazy when you turn them on every night. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is actually as much light as the front of our house gets. I haven't convinced Paul to do Christmas lights quite yet, so until then, we'll move inside and I'll show you how I just wrapped some faux garland and lights around our entire stairs. I continued the gold and wood theme throughout moments of our home, and actually the thing with the gold ornaments is a Halloween decor DIY that I did, and I'll link that for you as well, because that's actually just like a soda pop bottle thing. I love also the subtle decor, so I put antlers underneath our lucite table in our main entertaining room, and it just gives that little pop of masculinity. With the same ornaments that I use every year, I decided to give the tree a little bit of a new look and place the ornaments in a way that it looks like a ribbon is wrapping up the tree. Since we opened presents by the tree, obviously, I hung the stockings over here versus above a fireplace, and then at 1 o'clock in the morning in my robe, I decided it was a great idea to use these paper stars, again, that I've had for 5 years from Target, and hang them up on our wall to kind of create like a sky scene since I didn't have a star as a tree topper. I know other YouTubers decorate like every single room in their house. I do not have time for that. So that's where I just focus on this moment right here when you walk into our home. I am absolutely in love with it, and I hope that you guys find inspiration in this video. I will catch you on the next tutorial for another DIY. Before you go, if you're still listening, I'm so sorry that my upload schedule has been out of whack. I just have way too much on my plate, and being a one-woman show and progressing on this path of YouTube, it takes a lot to learn how to do it properly, so just bear with me, but I promise I'll get back on track. Thank you for your consistent love and support. I'll see you on the next one, guys.